sometimes dripping, sometimes flowing into an onward stream, rushes through the green fields, well bounded by a red brick wall. What is well bounded here? Green fields. The green fields which are well bounded by a red brick wall. And that red color reminds him anger of his stern father. Stern means what? Strict person. Flushed with the anger of a stern father, I could not stay rooted. So up to stern father, we find that poet has reported us his past memories. The poem is reporting past life. From next line, I could not stay rooted like the people tree. We are in a present situation. Poet is comparing his past life with his present situation. In his past, he was a child. He is talking about his childhood days. At present, he is a grown up person. He says that I could not stay rooted. Rooted, root, mool. He says that I am not stable, I am not staying in that particular village, but in the course of the time, what has happened, I moved away. So he has left his native village. Probably we can say why native? He has taken birth in that village. I could not stay rooted. Who is rooted in that particular village? The people tree. People tree is surviving there. It is in past, it is in present. I could not stay rooted like he compares a rooted people tree with his position. He is not rooted like a people tree, but there is a uh, change, there is a shift from village to city, probably uh, probably for his future career or education, we can say. I could not stay rooted like the people tree and moved away, leaving the green fields behind the red brick wall. So he says that he has shifted from his village to city. Okay, so he says that what happened? Leaving the green fields, he has left that green fields and that broken veil and that people tree. But he says that leaving the green fields behind the red brick wall, a mere stain. Stain means here blot, kalank, tipka. What he has particularly brought with him, or what type of the stain is there? Stain on my conscience. Conscience means his mind. त्याच्या मनामध्ये काय आहे पहा? But I carried a little garden. On his mind there is a blot. We can say there is a blot in his mind, and he carried a little garden. Okay, he says that poet reports us that in the course of the time he has shifted from his village to city, probably for his future education or career. It is impossible for him to stay rooted in a village like a people tree which is still standing, surviving in that village. He shifted to city, leaving behind sweet memories of green fields. But he says that while leaving his native village, he carried a little garden in his heart. So heart is again here uh, symbolizes here his past memories of childhood. Here again, further he says that there blooms a white rose in that garden by midnight. When that particular flower blooms, it blooms at midnight, when breathing spaces die on the edge of his gas chamber. So last two lines of the poem. But I carried a little garden in my heart where a white rose blooms by midnight. So he has carried these sweet memories of his childhood with him, and in the form of a little garden in his heart, and in that garden a white rose blooms at midnight when breathing spaces die. So, poet, when breathing spaces die on the edge of my gas chamber. Gas chamber here represents hard and boring life, present condition of the poet. Present condition of the poet is very hard and boring. He has to face challenges. He want kind of a relax here. So the poem Breathing Spaces talks about sweet childhood memories of poet's native village. The sweet childhood memories of his native village are the breathing spaces for him at present. It gives him happiness and a kind of a relief in his present routine life. What type of his present routine life is? His present routine life is very hard, boring, and he wants relax. And for that relaxation, he remembers his childhood memories. Present routine life, which is very hard, he tries to find solace सांत्वन, मनाचं सांत्वन, रिलीफ, त्याला थोडीशी सुटका पाहिजे फ्रॉम हिज पास्ट. That particular relief is taken from his past memories, and that past memories are very happy, and that are particularly that memories again brings him the mother's love, okay, and his strict and disciplined father's angry mood. So the poet Rana Nair, Professor Rana Nair, glorifies the phase of childhood which is always happy and loving and innocent. Everyone always lingers in this golden period of childhood and feels nostalgic. So, Professor Rana Nair, in his simple language, has given us picture of his past memories of his childhood in his village, and there is a beautiful snapshots of nature also. He talks about village life which is full of nature, trees and wells, all that things that are pleasant one. The poem also shows that in the course of the time our society is changing. Indian villages are changing. People are shifting from village to city for their career, for their education, but they don't get calmness, innocence, free sunlight, fresh air of their villages. So, India or rural India is changing in the course of the time, particularly in the world of science and technology. So, this poem is uh, important for us, which gives us message that you should preserve your villages, and you will get here relief of your mind from your hard work present, particularly condition that urban life. Poet has thrown light on the urban life at the end of the poem, particularly last two lines gives us reality. When breathing spaces die on the edge of my gas chamber, okay, that talks about city life which is hard and boring life. So in this way we have discussed this poem Breathing Spaces by Professor Rana Nair. We are discussing here module number 5b, and in the next lecture we will discuss our part A. Thank you very much.